Hello dear students, this is Hasina Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Tongi Government College. I think you all are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today, I will prepare my lecture for the students of HSC level, both for first year and second year. In your questions, you are often asked to write down summary and theme of poems. And several poems are given in your textbook. And today, I will discuss on Out by Robert Frost. First of all, you have to listen to this poem very carefully. So, everyone, please listen to this poem very attentively.
Out by Robert Frost. Read for LibriVox by Alex Foster. The buzzsaw snarled and rattled in the yard and made dust and dropped stove-length sticks of wood, sweet-scented stuff when the breeze drew across it. And from there, those that lifted eyes could count 5 mountain ranges, one behind the other, under the sunset far into Vermont. And the saw snarled and rattled, as it ran light or had a bear to load. And nothing happened. The day was all but done. Call it a day I wish they might have said to please the boy by giving him the half hour that a boy counts so much when saved from work. His sister stood beside them in her apron to tell them supper. At the word, the saw, as if to prove saws knew what supper meant, leapt out at the boy's hand, or seemed to leap. He must have given the hand. However it was, neither refused the meeting, but the hand. The boy's first outcry was a rueful laugh as he swung toward them, holding up the hand, half in appeal, but half as if to keep the life from spilling. Then the boy saw all, since he was old enough to know, big boy doing a man's work, though a child at heart. He saw all spoiled. Don't let him cut my hand off, the doctor, when he comes. Don't let him, sister. So, but the hand was gone already. The doctor put him in the dark of ether. He lay and puffed his lips out with his breath, and then the watcher at his pulse took fright. No one believed. They listened at his heart. Little. Less. Nothing. And that ended it. No more to build on there. And they, since they were not the one dead, turned to their affairs. End of poem. Read for LibriVox.org by alexfoster.me.uk. 8th of April, 2006.
Okay, I think you all listened to this poem very carefully. This is a tragic poem and it tells the story of a boy, a young boy who had to work like a man. And this poem, Out, written by American poet Robert Frost. It was published in 1916 based on a true incident that happened to Frost's friend's son. The poem is set in rural Vermont, where a young boy cutting wood with a buzz saw. The saw made a harsh and loud sound in the yard. Dust flew about and about as the saw cut pieces of wood for the stove, and the dust smelled sweet, as if floated on the wind. Looking around, the scenery was beautiful. 5 mountain ranges were beneath the Vermont sunset. The saw made the same noise again, over and over, whether it was cutting wood or not. It was an uneventful day that was pretty much over. The boy's sister stood next to him to announce that it was time for supper, as though it was reacting to her announcement. The saw seemed to jump out at the boy, but in reality, it must have been that the boy slept. Whichever way it happened, the saw and hand made contact. In shock, the boy laughed nervously before turning towards his family, holding his hand in a way that was half looking for help and half trying to keep the blood from gushing out. Then it dawned on the boy, who was still a child but old enough to do a man's work, that the situation was very serious. The boy begged his sister repeatedly not to let the doctor to cut off his hand, but the hand was already lost. When the doctor arrived, the boy was taken and the boy breathed with difficulty, and the doctor noticed that his pulse was dropping. No one could believe what was happening as they listened to his heart. The boy's heart beat fainter and fainter before finally coming to a stop. And then everyone else went back to their everyday lives. So, this is the reality of life. No one bothers for a little boy. That is a little boy who had to work hard. And in our society nowadays, we're seeing child labor. And because of industrialization, child labor is increasing day by day. And these poor children, these poor little boys and girls, they become the victim of such situation, this cruel situation. And this poem describes such a tragic event. So, dear students, please go through this poem again and again and try to find out the unknown words, and then please read out the summary and try to write down at least 10 sentences on this poem. So, this is for today. In our next class, I will discuss on this topic. So, everyone, have a nice day. Goodbye and Assalamu alaikum.